Hey man, say man, it's your boy Big Dreams. Welcome back to the channel. Before we carry on any further with this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Say that to all. We is back with another banger video, back with another reaction video, man. And today we doing a double upload. I just uploaded the Gene Deal point of view of the reaction on the whole Diddy situation around like 5 or so. And we about to do another Jaguar Wright jump, man. I'm in overdrive with these, man. And we finna go on ahead and see what's going on here. We got Real Life Productions again. Diddy, bail denied. Jaguar Wright amazed Diddy. Will stay in jail, but cries for Bryshere Gray. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that name, Bryshere. But listen, we finna dig in here and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make the opening of this video too long. All I ask is that y'all smash that like button so this video can rank higher in the algorithm. Go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you want me to react to. And if you're watching me and you're not subscribed, man, subscribe. That's all I ask. Y'all gotta go crazy on this one because it's the second upload, man. But hey, we finna go ahead and dig in.
You know, my name isn't even my name anymore. It's a symbol. When people hear my name, it inspires immediate emotions and responses. I stopped being a person the second I decided to do this. I'm an institution for justice. And when people hear the name Jaguar, they know it stands for that. Real life.
And my jump going dead, bro. Bad start to the video, man. And my jump, hold on, I gotta get my charger, man. Cause if I don't, that video 43 minutes and 50 seconds, that jump gonna be cut off, man. It's right here too. I ain't even gotta go out the room. Thank you, God. Look at how God working. Charger right there. I thought I had to go out my room to get it. I ain't even gotta go out the room. Hold on. Plug right here. Finna real quick. Finna We in business.
And I couldn't stop crying.
No, definitely. All right, Jag, let's get right back to it. It's been one of those days, Jag. We just released what we did earlier, as far as the first live reaction, and before we even speak on that, as that came on, again, you were brought to tears. For those who probably haven't seen that yet, what brought you to tears in that moment? Just, was it your name on the Associated Press? Was it just the overall? Wow.
I've been an Associated Press affiliate for quite some time. I know the work that they do, and I know how hard they work to fight through the noise of the larger newsrooms to get the real stuff out there. So I'm on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Before I'm on with you guys, watching like the rest of the world is watching, like I did on my birthday, which was May 17th. And now today is September 17th. And today is the day I funeralized my eldest son, Giovanni, 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was born on the 5th of September. He left us on the 9th, and we memorialized him on the 17th. It's been 4 months since that video came out. Interesting, isn't it? And all I could think to myself, I wish my kids were here to see this. Oh, my kids, I wish my dad was here to see this. Jaguar Wright was right. Hashtag Jags Wright. It's my dad's name. It's my granddad's name. And it has always been associated and synonymous with standing up for what you believe in at all costs. And to see that today, it just, yeah. And then I saw somebody say in the captions, "Don't cry, Jag," because I was on TikTok and I was crying. And then that's when I realized TikTok was in the Associated Press chat and vice versa. And when I logged off, it said 21,000 people were there watching me. There were over 13,000 there.
Wow.
It's not a lot, but just
get back to the video. We don't care about no army. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't care about the army, but yeah, you get what I'm saying.
But just to see,
I'm just not built for
almost 30,000 people saying thank you. Yeah.
Jack, can I ask, as you stated, even the hashtag Jags Wright, did you ever question yourself if you were wrong based on how many people were doubting you, that some were doubting you? Did you ever question, like,
No.
am I on the right path?
Oh, I didn't question that. Still don't. Never will. God leads me to do everything I do. I don't question God. I question man all the time. But when God puts a charge on my heart, I don't question it no matter how hard it is. I believe the stories and the parables I was taught. I believe that even in the worst of things, God has the ability to change that outcome in seconds.
That's facts. That's facts.
I've witnessed it for myself. I know it to be true.
That's facts. That is facts.
No doubt.
That is
Jack,
facts.
what is...
And see, look, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Me personally, that since I've been watching Jag, her interviews, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I personally like about her. It's the simple fact that she's very, very passionate about expressing the dirt. She's passionate about expressing the evilness, the wickedness, the darkness within the industry. Because it hurt so many people. People have lost lives. And it's stories behind lives lost to those star icons that we once used to have. Michael Jackson, Prince, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Whitney Houston, so forth, so on. It's stories behind this stuff that ties into how they passed away. You know what I'm saying? It's stories behind that. The people that have been hurt, assaulted, abused, so forth, so on, bro. The simple fact that she's so passionate about making that stuff known and working so hard and dedicating herself to like really, really being the voice that other people who are victims are scared to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect it, because it's people out here that are scared to talk. She's not scared to talk. She's gonna speak up for the maybe 200 people that are afraid to do so. And she's the type of person, okay, whatever happens, happens, but I'm gonna get this message out. That's what I respect about her. She's the voice for the people who are scared to speak up. For the people who scared to come outside, she gonna go outside and make sure, like, hey, I'm finna deliver this message. You know what I'm saying? I want justice for so-and-so and so-and-so. That's what I like right there. That's what I respect the most. She's moved by delivering a message for a greater good. That's what I like.
Due to the culture, when P. Diddy is arrested like this?
I don't know what it's going to do. I know what they're intending for it to do. I can tell you what I'm hoping it will do. Wake people up. Wake up. Too many people were shocked today. Too many. Way too many. I've been saying this for 4 years publicly. Why are you surprised? Why is anyone shocked? Why are people still questioning whether or not Diddy is the devil? Who offers to pay $75 million to get out of jail and they say, yeah, no, not enough? I mean, are we really thinking, everyone's talking about his potential bond fees and set bond amounts? Is nobody not looking at how astronomical these numbers are? When's the last American we heard of that needed more than $20 million to get out of jail?
Right.
Tekashi offered $3 million on, for murder charges, and he offered $75 million for sex trafficking.
And the simple fact that they turned that 50 to 75 million down lets me know personally that they done accomplished something they've been trying to accomplish for a very long time, and that was getting him indicted on something. The simple fact that they turned down 50 million, I ain't never in the history of criminals that have never existed over the past 100 years heard of somebody offering to pay 50 mil for a bond. I don't even think they would set El Chapo bond that much. And he one of the most famous drug kingpins to probably ever walk the earth in the Mexican doggone cartel, probably. The fact that they turned down 50 million that he was offering to pay to get out, that just personally lets me know that they've accomplished something that they've been trying to accomplish for the longest. And that was getting him indicted, getting him on trial, locking him up. They wanted to accomplish that. That ain't something that just, you know what I'm saying, came about at the snap of the finger. No. They probably been trying to build something on Diddy for the longest, bro. And now that they've gotten a chance to accomplish it, they ain't gonna let them go. 75 mil? That's supposed to be a walking, that's supposed to be a walking ticket right there. He's supposed to be free with freaking $50, $75 million. But the simple fact they ain't take it, that mean that they accomplished getting him. They indicted him. They did their job. They've been trying to do that.
So if you offer that amount of money and they say, yeah, no, we're going to put you in jail instead, yeah, I really thought they was going to let him go. I started to think that he was going to get the bond. I was happy with ankle monitor, relinquishing your passport, no G5s, no more freak off, no 2C. I thought that, but no bond, no bail. That's amazing. That just makes me believe in God even more.
Now that they're, he can't get out, how do you think...
Hey, Angel baby.
Hi, Jag. How do you think his behaviors are going to change since not being released on bond? He has to, stay in jail. How do you think his behavior is going to be moving forward?
Good question.
Let me be very clear about this. I am not a behavioral specialist or expert in any way. But I am a person who has been around a lot of scumbags. And I got a lot of history. And what I know about scumbags is, caught or not caught, they're not changing nothing. You got to think about all of the things. 1,001 bottles of baby oil. What sane person does that? Like, why is nobody questioning the sociopathy of a person that's capable of doing all of these things that we're talking about? Now the lawyer is saying that the only reason that what we saw happen to Cassie on camera was because she went through his phone, got mad at what she saw, threw it at the back of his head, and that was his reaction. Can you imagine if somebody came up to you during a winter where there was some snow, which rarely happens in Texas, but If somebody came up to you and threw a snowball in your face and you pulled out an AK pow pow, you know, and that was your response. Like, anyone would say that that was insane.
Yeah, let me ask you, just, I'm curious. The average human probably use how much baby oil in a year?
I don't know, because I don't use that stuff at all. It closes the pores.
Man, listen.
Shea butter. But back in...
Listen. I ain't never used baby oil a day in my life. Well, I ain't gonna say a day in my life, bro. My mama might have put that junk on me to give me a little shine, smell good when I was a newborn. Past that, when I got old enough to lotion myself, I ain't never used no baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Just to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil, you know what I'm saying? Like, sir, you must call Johnson & Johnson personally and had them just ship the shipment to your house or something. 1,000 bottles of baby oil is OD. OD, you needed to be that slippery? Come on now. Come on. That's crazy.
I made it and you know, got my hands on some good stuff. When I did use baby oil, a bottle would last me at least 4 months.
At least, right.
And if I air dry and I did the baby oil in the shower and air dry, I needed even less. That could last up to 5, maybe even 6 months. So, you know, if you're thinking like a vat,
that boy had that Johnson up in there.
I mean, this all sounds very college, very frat boyish. Like KY Jelly, you know, wrestling t-shirt contest with girls with big breasts. You know, it sounds a lot like that.
Yeah,
I just want to know, were there women in the tub of baby oil, or was that all for meat milk? I mean, 1,001 bottles of baby oil, that might be enough to cover TD cakes.
Man.
I know it's definitely enough to submerge Khaled up to his chest. Now you put him and Rose in there, you might need to go hit another truck.
She on their neck. She on their
Let me
neck.
ask you, because they felt
a couple of shortages and a couple rappers' pants, but you were saying.
Let me ask you, they looked at Diddy as one, a possible flight risk, but as two, as he could coerce witnesses. With having $75 million at his disposal, isn't that by nature the exact thing that they're worried about? If you have this much money, that you could make this thing, you could probably make people disappear if you really opted to.
See, this is the thing. That'll just make more trouble. Why would he make more trouble now? He done already bought off and paid off everybody he possibly could. Have you looked at the indictment? Like, he called some witnesses up to 54 times.
Yeah, 200 and how many angels? 200 something people he tried to reach out to.
Like, what are you running, a telethon or a telemarketing agency? Telemarketers don't make that many calls in one day. Or sometimes not even in a week, all depending on...
That means I'm running a call center.
You down for Diddy? How does that conversation start? Hey, what's up? You know, I really feel bad about that last time I bashed you in the face with a Ciroc bottle. Look, we good?
So, I have to ask. We did a video on our end with Gene Deal.
Yeah.
Gene Deal was also a person who spoke on the earlier times of Diddy. Has your phone been ringing from any people of noteworthy? You don't got to say any names, but has your phone been ringing from some of your celeb friends that you have possibly even shared?
I turned all my ringers off. I just took my phone off Do Not Disturb so we could do this. talk to nobody. What is there to say? I was right, you were wrong. I bet on God, you bet on the diddler. Anybody that's got anything to say to me, they can say their breath. Because anybody that would call me are also people that stood by and let people lie on me, let people defame my name while they kept their mouth quiet so that they could keep doing their jazz cruises and opening up for witches. What is there to talk about?
So, can I ask you this? Because a lot of people in the black community are the ones who had a lot to say about, what you were saying. Did, on the other side of things, in the white community or in the other races, did they even know of the stories you were telling? And what feedback were they saying about your...
You want to know what's funny? Everyone that was not my color believed me. It was my people that needed convincing. My people needed to literally see video footage of Diddy being himself before they were even willing to admit that maybe I was right. But after today,
Psychologically, what do you think that is? Like, you're going after our heroes and people don't want to believe that our heroes could be...
If someone like the diddler is your hero, then you should hurry up and go to hell with him. If someone like Jay-Z is your hero, then, just be glad you're not talented so he could sacrifice you like he tried to do me, and he succeeded with Aaliyah. Like, if these are your heroes, why don't you, keep saying free R. Kelly? Like, if these are your heroes, see, this is the problem that I have. We put hero status on human beings
instead of on God.
I'm not saying that human beings aren't capable of heroics. I'm saying that none of us are God.
Right.
Because, see, to be a hero in this world, it gives you a godlike status. People begin to worship you, believe everything you say, want to do everything you do. How can I be bringing our people? They're not my people. People who harm, people who maim, people who transfer bad things and transfer people and substances. Those aren't my people.
Right.
How are they yours? You got to be careful what you call your people. Because if your people are a bunch of, weirdos with a strange collection of baby oil and semen covered VHS tapes and white fingernails and no condoms in sight and STDs, these are your people.
She got a point though, bro, for real.
I'm grateful.
So
I don't fuck with your people.
She got a point for real.
So, Jack, what are your thoughts in this matter? We just happened to rest, but what are your thoughts on innocent until proven guilty in the court of law?
I wish people felt the same way about me. Because a lot of people have tried to condemn me and convict me and send me off to jail and call me a felon because of weak charges that are going nowhere. I've had a lot of people put a lot of things on me. I've been guilty before proven innocent, and even after being proven innocent, people still lie and say I'm guilty. See, that's an American problem. So, if it's good enough to condemn me, then it should be good enough for me to condemn the diddler.
So what are your thoughts on all his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and
Liars.
They were saying, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity. It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. You know, I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Off of Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together in the interview.
I know. Two Diddy doo-wop bops. What a reunion. Only thing they got
Now,
Well, did he start snitching?
you threw it up. Yeah,
He better. He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. See, I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy. I know that. You and Jay-Z. Down in Vegas, the Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot.
I was saying, those who don't know who Kathy is.
Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce.
Dang. Not Jay Zizzle.
Was it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
I'm telling y'all, bro, it's a whole lot of stuff that has a story that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of explanations. It's a whole lot of stuff that can be said. It's a whole lot of everything. Excuse me. But yeah, man, it's a whole lot of stuff that just a regular human being outside of Hollywood don't know, bro. And people within Hollywood will probably never ever speak on it because it's probably precautions that come along with them speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never even know. And you probably never will know until some junk hit the fan, unlike now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the hit the fan situation. Like, when the ish hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? That's when everything, you know what I'm saying, spill out. And that's when you find different things out that you ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So, she literally just proved with what she's saying. Like, bruh, so much stuff been coming out on Diddy that you literally will sleep on, like, all these other people and what all these other people done did and how they played a part in this and how they played a part in that and how they know this and how they know that. Like, so much stuff been coming out on Diddy that you literally overlook that everybody else is potentially a part of his trial too. You know what I'm saying? And if he starts snitching, that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, get him free. He ain't gonna do nothing but just take other people down with him. And I don't know, man. It's like it's so much that can be said in reference to what could happen to Diddy or how this trial can go. We honestly just gotta wait and see what the media drop. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said earlier, bro, it sounds like to me that if they turn down that much money, they done accomplished the goal. They indicted Diddy. He locked up. He finna go on trial. They've been trying to do that. And they've been trying to do that for a while. You know what I'm saying?
And do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
Oh.
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting? He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice. Oh, this about to get fun for me.
Yeah. Let me
There's nothing like. Have you ever seen what happens to a rat when it's trapped in a heated environment?
Oh, it'll eat through anything.
Claw eat its way through anything. So I want y'all to imagine this. I got Jay-Z on his back with his stomach exposed. Diddy is the rat that I'm using. And I'm going to take a metal trash can and put it right on Jay-Z's stomach with Diddy right in there. And I'm going to heat that bitch up and see what she eat through. Fuck you, Sean. Both of y'all. I got you, bitch. I told you.
Now I have to ask you a little bit about
Hold on, bro. Why she spark that mug up like that? Now, hey, bro, she doggone hit that smoking when Smoking was sitting on the porch with Craig lighting up them blunts.
I told
Look,
you.
no, look how she lit it up.
Now I have to ask you a little bit about when you made the comments about Bryshere Gray, and now we see that you know, shit, man. Just what are your thoughts? You know, when all this.
If I run into you in public, and when I say Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom, I'm gonna kick you in your pussy, and then I'm gonna go to work North Philly style, bitch. Fuck you. And Charlie, you happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. Fuck you!
With a capital F, she said. Yeah. Jag ain't playing, but she ain't playing.
You fucking CI bitch! I'm sorry.
Do you feel this is?
That bitch came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago safe to be ready for filming. She knew he had been. She knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer's whore. That's all she ever was. She went from drug dealer to drug dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy, and I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay porn. You ain't Charlie Mack.
Yeah, let me ask you. Today the U.S. Attorney.
That.
Yeah, they. So. Yeah, no, we gonna pray for Mr. Gray, man. If he needs prayer, I don't even know what's going on.
They're trying to slip him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor cap was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they fucking, and she let Charlie tune that boy up on coke, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you can pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a Philly whore. You're a whore. You're a bigger whore than they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his fucking book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Nobody care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
So, Jack, I want to ask you, as the U.S. Attorney came on and spoke on the next to him, you see 6 U.S. AUSAs, his assistant attorneys. I believe 1 pregnant, 1 a little older, but all white women. What are your thoughts on that when you see 6 women assisting the U.S. Attorney?
A small choruses of Nancy Graces?
Basically.
I think it's fabulous.
Neat.
Sean P. Combs, he's a bad guy. Yeah. Can't wait to see it.
Would you like a woman to be the judge over this thing?
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful.
I don't think that'll happen.
But do you know who I would rather see a woman preside over? Jennifer Lopez. When she's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Natanya Rubin's life.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. And the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. We can start there. Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been to every other block.
Sometimes they'll open up a case to bring light on other cases. Do you feel the Shine, the club night with him and Jennifer Lopez will come back to light?
Oh, absolutely. It has to. It has to. If it was good enough to be content on Law and Order for what? The 12th season, episode 9? The one episode, Three Dog Night, that they had done a public statement saying they will never air on television again. Matter of fact, they went and they edited out in the box set. They replaced it with an episode that's now gray. But it was Three Dog Night. And the part of Jennifer Lopez was played by Kerry Washington. Idris Elba played the role of Diddy. You gotta look hard. It took me and Odell forever to get it, and we have to track down one of the original box sets.
Wow.
Yeah. And guess what happened in the end of that episode? When they finally tracked down the starlet, who they were hiding from everyone so she never had to testify. The male rapper took the charge, so the case was closed, and that's when she finally admitted that it was her that did the pow-powing. And they just let it ride. Isn't that funny? How similar does that sound to what really happened with J-Lo, Shine, and Diddy?
I'm gonna go watch the episode of Law and Order on purpose just to see if it happened that way.
Ice-T knows a lot of people from that time, and he used to frequent at that club. He would have known all of the real details of everything that happened that night. And rather than someone forcing it back into the law's hand, it became an epic.
I'm telling y'all, boy, Jag be telling it all. I honestly won't be surprised if at this point in time, the FBI or the feds, I honestly won't be surprised if they come back, watch every single ass video that she's ever done with Real Life Productions and start to dig into some of this stuff that she's saying about these famous people, bro. I won't be surprised at all, man. And they start to actually look into it and build cases around it because she done put it out there, I won't be surprised. I feel like Jag has all the knowledge that the feds don't have. I don't even think the feds know what she know. And that says a lot right there.
For Law and Order SVU, a lot of money was made off of that. Natanya Rubin has not begun to see reparations for what happened to her life. How did NBC get to profit off of it? See what I'm saying? If it was good enough to be a television episode, it should be good enough to be reopened for charges. Because clearly there were other people that knew the truth of that story.
The fact that Keefe D is in jail for Pac's murder, do you feel like they may go even deeper to the 90s in regards to just asking?
They have to, because that's the beginning of everything that's leading up to the tragedies that are about to happen now. We have to go back to the beginning. Everybody knows at this point in time Keefe D ain't do it. He's already made it very clear he had a profit deal, which means he's been working with the government all this time. When are people going to start asking how long Diddy and Jay-Z have been cooperating with the government as well? Everybody was cooperating with the feds but them? Doesn't make any sense. What I do know, though, is that everyone is starting to notice things that they didn't notice 15, 20 years ago. Suge isn't looking like the monster that everyone painted him out to be. And Diddy sure ain't no quiet boy.
I ain't even gonna count. I was just not thinking about this the other day. If they end up like locking him up for real, what if they put Diddy in the same prison with Suge? How would that play out? Seeing Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, from back in the day, Puffy. Seeing Puffy in the same prison with Suge Knight. Boy, that'll be crazy. If they put him in the same prison with Suge Knight. I can see that happening for real, bro. If that happened for real, I'm gonna be like, What? But I can honestly see them putting him in the same prison with Suge Knight, bro, for real. But all the stuff that Diddy and them done did, all of them charges, bro, the minute he go in somewhere, maximum security wherever he go, and them other inmates see what he up in there for, oh boy, they gonna have to put him in a separate prison, like a prison that's only him up in there, because they gonna try to stomp a hole in them, boy.
Before we start to uncover things, we're starting
They
to
don't take them
realize
charges lightly up in them.
whatever we've been led to believe, it's actually the exact opposite. Like I told you, you guys gotta talk to that girl Love Jones and talk about her times last summer on a Sprinter van, and where she was put in the van given a drink of De Leon. She said it didn't feel like an alcohol high. It felt different. She felt tingled all over almost instantly. Y'all need to talk to her, because she was partying with, I believe, Justin and Christian Combs. This was last summer.
Oh, definitely. Man, with that being said, Jag, this thing right now, Diddy is set to go in front of another judge by tomorrow to speak again on the bond, if he gets out or not. As you stated, you expected him to actually get bond. If he doesn't, and this case takes months to go, will you at least be having somewhat of some type of satisfaction that he at least doesn't get to sit in a mansion or a nice hotel, but he has to now eat cup noodles, sleep on a bunk, get 3-minute showers, live this life based on, what is alleged that he was doing this whole time?
The only thing that he could do that would bring me satisfaction is confess to all of his sins and crimes, point out all of his accomplices and his buddies, and create a reparations fund for every victim. That's the only thing he could do that would give me satisfaction. Right now, the thing that's bothering me is that the world, as usual, is taking too long to catch up to the very real truth that I share. And we need to ask ourselves how many victims were still being made victims in the victim-making machine for the past 4 years that I've been telling all of y'all this. See, that's the part that nobody's thinking about. Jaguar Wright was out there yelling and screaming and yelling and screaming, "Monster, monster, monster, monster." And everybody kept saying, "She's lying, she's lying, she's lying." Meanwhile, the monster is, "Where's the baby oil in the butt plug? Let's go!" And just last summer, a young woman who's a CC here on YouTube, goes by the name Love Jones, was allegedly drugged and almost assaulted by the Combs boys. See what I'm saying? Because we didn't want to accept the truth, more people were hurt by that lie. How many of them wished y'all had to believe me sooner? See what I'm saying? It's bittersweet for me because I'm speaking for them. It's bittersweet. I'm just praying that they will keep him in, because I think that will give a lot of victims the courage to say and speak and come forward. But until they're good for it, I'm going to keep doing it. The Jay-Z victims are going to be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does. Like I said,
do you think Jay-Z is scared right now?
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for. That's his only loyalty. Not even to his wife is he loyal.
What do you think? And just again, hypothetically, if his kids, as young as they are, asked, "Daddy, who's that man on TV getting arrested? Isn't that your friend?" What would his response be?
He wouldn't respond. He would just laugh and walk away. That's Sean Carter. He doesn't own up to anything. Ever. Gaslight you right in your face. Do it smooth. He's a sociopath. He doesn't have any real feelings or emotions. Everything is transactional. You know? I think the only time he's really comfortable and happy in his own skin is when he's laying in the warm embrace of a man.
Jack, come on. Jack.
What?
Come on, man. You can't paint those kind of pictures into people's heads, man.
Why you got painted in the mind with the videotape that I saw of him looking very happy in the embrace of a man? I didn't want to believe it.
Damn, okay. Well, Jack,
I couldn't believe it. Then it all made sense, you know?
Jack, what was the last conversation that you and JC had? How did that go?
He told me he was going to end my career and make sure no one in the world ever knew I existed, and I told him it was a pretty big world, and we'll see, Sean.
amazing hat trick. Wow. Well, with that being said, the world is seeing, the world is hearing, and the world is on notice. I mean, the world is going to say the name Jaguar Wright, give it to by your father, probably for a while going forward.
As long as that name stands for truth, justice, and bravery, I don't care. You know, my name isn't even my name anymore. It's a symbol. When people hear my name, it inspires immediate emotions and responses. I stopped being a person the second I decided to do this. I'm an institution for justice. And when people hear the name Jaguar, they know it stands for that. So I hope that name goes farther than me.
Oh, yeah.
I hope everyone becomes a little Jaguar, you know.
It may become synonymous with truth, justice, and
cruelty-free.
Yeah, for sure.
Hard.
For sure.
Where was cruelty-free for Bryshere? I wish I could have had cruelty-free up and running. Even if it's just for his sake. Him, Giovanni, and Bobby Christina. And he's the only one left, and this is what's left.
Definitely, yes. We have to pay attention. We have to take notice. So, with that being said, Jack.
Every time I'm sorry.
No, understandable.
That poor kid.
No, understandable. With that being said, Jay, let's have this moment. Let's take a quick recess. I want you to, of course, take some time. We'll have a quick recess. We'll come right back to you in a second, okay? But again, thank you for the bravery.
Thank you for your bravery. Truth is, if y'all had known what we was getting into, you probably would have said we cool in the interview. Isn't it God? Isn't it just like God? You know, I love y'all.
We love you too, Jack.
Love you too, and we're gonna check back in with you.
Okay.
Now, that was a mouthful right there, man. And I'm going to tell y'all what I love about Real Life Productions and what they're doing as far as Jaguar Wright in particular. Any other platform probably wouldn't even let her come on here, voice her truth, voice what she knows. But the simple fact that they are allowing her to do so is everything. The fact that they're allowing her to sit up there and tell her truth and her knowledge and what she knows is everything, man. But listen, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment. Most importantly, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that post notification bell. Set it to all. All social media links will be in the description. The link to the previous reaction video will be there as well. Follow me on all my social medias and click the link to the previous reaction video and watch that whole video after you watch this whole video, man. I say this every single video. I still put the Sean Armour stuff in the description. The website is still down. I'm going to keep y'all posted on when they actually get it back up so y'all can get back to utilizing it, man. But that's besides the point. Once again, this is a double upload, so go crazy with it, man. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for showing me love back. And we out this thing, man, for real.